back to the program. I'm here with Hugh today, who's going to discuss the role of the P.D.H.P.E teacher. Hugh?
Hey, Brad.
Good to know. So, describe to me, what is the ideal P.D.H.P.E teacher?
Well, do you want me to? I'll give you a bit of a background.
Yep.
Well, my personal experience in physical activity, I've played football since the age of 5, started in Auskick, or Aussie Rules as they say up here, and I've continued to play Aussie Rules ever since. Really, I've been lucky enough to play with seniors from Earlford, where I'm from, over the last couple of years, and represent Vic Country at under 19 level. It's probably the sport I most take serious and get enjoyment out of. Other sports I've played as well over the years of basketball, which just played leisurely for the last couple of years. Yeah. I played cricket as a junior, but yeah, that's about it really. And also, while I was at school, I tried to participate in every single sporting activity that our school offers, extracurricular activities. I tried things like soccer, baseball, even rugby and a couple other sports, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, right. So why did you choose these activities?
Mostly social side when I first started. All my mates were playing footy and cricket and basketball, and we started about 5 or 6, so open to pretty much anything. And my old man, really, he encouraged me to play as many sports as I possibly could. And he was fairly successful footballer. I had a couple of goes at Melbourne clubs and pretty distinguished career around here, and so he's probably been the biggest influence on me in terms of sport and the sports I've played. But really, all it comes down to is the enjoyment I get out of it personally, and I just love playing sport and the physical side of it.
Yep. And has that changed with age?
Not really. No, I've always enjoyed my sport, and the games I've sort of played I've always sort of stuck with. But I'm open to anything. Like moving up here, didn't know a lot about rugby league, and now I'm really starting to enjoy it. Which is pretty, like, it's a good thing really, just expanding the horizons.
Yeah. So what are your current attitudes and feelings associated with physical activity?
I feel like as a nation we aren't getting enough exercise. The physical activity guidelines state that as kids recommend at least an hour every single day, which really I think should be more than that. Now it's easy done, it's just your standard lunchtime. And as adults, it's all about the 30 minutes, try and get 30 minutes a day, 4 to 5 days a week, preferably more. But as a teacher of K to 6, P.D.H.P.E, I want to try and get that up a bit more, and yeah. Yeah,
no worries. As a teacher, you started to answer the question for me. I was going to ask you how these feelings influence you teaching of physical education. Pretty much sums that up. So yeah, as I was saying before, describe to me your ideal P.D.H.P.E teacher.
As in?
Well, what does she look like? She look like?
Well, I've got a little picture here, but it's not the best. So I've decided to dress up. I got the polo shirt, comfy runners, comfy shoes to walk around in, jog around in.
Yep.
I feel as if, well, that's just all the physical side of things. You've got to be relatively fit.
Yep.
But really, the traits that I'd like to see in a P.D.H.P.E teacher, they need to be encouraging.
Yep.
They've got to be upbeat, not real glum around school and stuff. They've got to have good social skills to be able to talk to the children and get the message across. Really, they need to be confident in their ability as a teacher. They have to be a good listener, because the students have to understand them. Open to new ideas. Need good posture, like a bit of a role model to the students. So sort of want to stand up straight, and you just got to have a love of sport and activity.
Excellent. So that's how they act. So what type of things might they be saying to the students?
Well, the teacher should always give positive feedback, I feel, especially being K to 6, because they're all young and they really love positive feedback. In the prac activities, they should be really encouraging, and they all want to keep the students engaged, just so they're having fun. My ideal P.D.H.P.E teacher would remind his students things like, next week we got prac on a Wednesday, bring your sporting uniform. It's after recess, like, just make sure certain notes that have to be handed in for different sporting trips and stuff. You know, my kids handing them in late, so they're always constantly on the ball with that sort of thing.
Yep. Yeah, fair enough. So, what skills do they have?
They should have good social skills.
Yep.
So they can talk to the students,
yep.
and talk to parents even, get even good listening skills. They
yep.
can't be really ignorant over things. Have to be a confident speaker. You want to engage your students early.
Yep.
You want to keep them having fun. And I feel the teacher should have a bit of a history in sport and PE, because first-hand experience, it's the best way to understand the sport and understand your body. And it's not all about being physically active, it's all about learning about health and your personal development.
Yeah.
That's the best way to teach it, I think.
Excellent. So yeah, and what knowledge do they have?
They have to have a fair understanding of most sports. They don't have to be the best at any sport, but they have to sort of understand the rules, just so the practice runs smoothly and it's not all stop-start, so the kids are having fun. And really, if you're running it properly, it'll be educational for the children to learn how to play the game, and you know you might find an extra key punting.
Yeah.
If you're playing a little bit of backyard cricket with the grade 3s. And an understanding of your health and personal development, because the prac component, that's just a bit of fun, but where you take your health and your education, that's how you teach the kids. You know, you don't want couch potatoes.
Yeah, cool.
You want them getting up and sort of understanding and respecting their body.
Yeah. So, on a different page, the stereotypes of teaching, and stereotypes in every field, but what stereotypes exist of the P.D.H.P.E teachers?
Oh, there's some of the negative, like they only sort of care about the sport and health side of things, other than maths and English, where everything really is pretty crucial. Bit of a stereotype, they're usually pretty arrogant, pretty ignorant to certain things, but some teachers are definitely like that. But it's not really a stereotype. But, there's a lot of positives, such as like PE teachers are usually pretty active and pretty sociable around the school. And they usually like to have fun. I think they sort of get around the activities with the students.
Yeah, cool. So, how might these stereotypes affect your feelings of self-worth in regard to teaching?
I don't think it would affect me at all, because my aim is to teach the students as much as possible and to give them as much fun as they possibly can in the lessons while you have them.
Yeah, fair enough. So, we've already talked about the amputated picture. When we talk about it, how do you feel about teaching PE in K-6?
I'm excited at the thought of teaching P.D.H.P.E in the K-6 format. Really excited at the fact you can encourage young children to play sports and sort of get them out of their shell and be active and healthy, and rather than sitting on the couch playing PlayStation all day. You want everyone sort of outside for at least an hour and a half every day. Teaching them the benefits of exercise, and as group exercise, going for a run by yourself is not the funnest thing. If you go with a few mates talking, you burn more calories, and that's a lot more fun.
More likely to go, I guess.
It's just excited that you have a bit of an impact over the next generation of young Australians.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can shape the future.
So what do you need to know and be able to do confidently to teach PE? So justify this as well from the viewers.
Confidently and competently teach PE, you must be familiar with the syllabus that's brought out. It tells you all about the strands and outcomes and things you're required to teach your students, for them to sort of understand and move on and gradually progress. You must also understand the health and personal development side of things, like that curriculum that comes out. And with each sport, to know the rules and regulations. You can't just have it all shambles. And just remembering to keep it fun and telling your students it's not all about going for the win, it's about making friends and having fun, and the win's a bonus at the end of the day.
Yeah, excellent. So what do you think the role of the P.D.H.P.E is in student learning?
I think the role of the P.D.H.P.E in student learning, it's about developing the students, letting them grow and become fruitful citizens in the future. Sort of developing healthy eating habits and getting a fair bit of exercise, and really just sort of loving going outside and having a bit of fun and playing around with their friends and staying healthy and fit. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Yeah, fair enough. Well, thanks very much for coming in.
No worries.
Good to have you here, mate.
It's been good.
Yeah, good luck in the future.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.